So hello everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're going to get into the very Valentino 24-hour wear liquid foundation. So this retails for $64. I have the shade DN2. I believe that's supposed to be dark neutral 2. I'm on their website right now to get an idea of the shade range. Well, not the shade range, but the color that I chose, because I bought mine on Nordstrom, not their website, but when I put it in, this is what came up on their website. Yeah, so I have Deep Neutral 2. That's this one right here. Hold on, let me show y'all what the coloring of mine looks like. I feel like I did an okay job, whole things considered. They didn't, but y'all know how swatches are online. People be trying to see the hell out of you just to get you to buy the stuff. So let's read the description. It's very light, very lasting, very Valentino foundation. It's semi-matte finish, perfectly balanced, 3 foundation dreams, buildable coverage, breathable and lightweight texture, and long-lasting 24-hour wear. Available in 40 shades made for all skin tones. Very Valentino foundation features light-lasting technology to deliver buildable medium coverage with a comfortable, breathable feel. Formulated with an extra light powder that can absorb up to 3 times its own weight, the formula allows for a perfect, hydrated, semi-matte foundation finish that lasts all day long. It's available in 40 inclusive shades made for all skin tones. The foundation range was developed in partnership with, what did it say? Extensive research on 5,000 women in 8 countries across every continent to ensure perfect coverage and feel. Our formula is tailored to each skin tone, ensuring the most perfect finish from the lightest to deepest foundation shades. And it has SPF 26. It's transfer resistant. Okay, so that's what the specs on the foundation are. This is what it looks like. It's just a standard little foundation. This right here is plastic. The bottle, as you can see, is glass. I just think it's weird this 26% SPF. I don't know why. To me, that was just a random number. I have on the Laura Mercier, what is it, Pure Canvas Blurring Primer. I actually really like it. And then I put my Milani eye brightener underneath the eyes. We are going to use the One Size Beauty Turn Up the Base Butter Skin Concealer in the shade Dark 3G again today. The actual video on that is going up in like half an hour. It's like 11 something now, so I was like, let me get myself out of bed and get myself to it, because I still have to go to work tonight, and then I need to come back here to give y'all a review of. You can see it's quite runny and watery. It's running down my hand a little bit as I do that. So I start off with 2 pumps as usual, like I normally do. If you didn't know, I usually pump out 2 pumps to start out. Wouldn't get a feel for the product. I got some higher end bougie things here to put on my face as well, of course, because since we're using these bougie expensive foundation, I figure we need to use bougie concealer. Well, not bougie concealer, but other bougie products. So I got my Gucci bronzer and then my Westman Atelier bronzer. We can see how that goes. I already put the primer on and the under eye brightener on to save time. Crap, I didn't even put that much foundation on my forehead or my nose. That's what happens when y'all try to do foundation reviews and you're tired. But since I'm always tired, it's like, you know, I just gotta, yeah. I figure if I start with 2 pumps, maybe we won't have to like build up again on camera and add more. Because I'm hoping 2 pumps will suffice, but you know, we're gonna find out. As you see, I do not spot conceal anything like I normally do, so we're gonna see how that goes as well. Because since they're saying medium coverage, I'm like, I want to hear medium to full, not just medium. I mean, I can do medium as long as it's like high medium, so that way I can just spot conceal underneath. But see how this color match works for me. It does have a perfume smell, but it's a high-end foundation, so I mean, are we really surprised it has a perfume smell? I feel like we shouldn't be. It's like by now you just expect high-end makeup to have perfume smell. Like the Chanel foundation had that high-end smell to it. Then the what's the other one I have? The Gucci one has a high-end foundation smell to it. I mean, high-end perfume smell to it because it's a high-end foundation. So let's go ahead and blend her out and see how she looks. Of course, the battery like would start flashing when I start the foundation through all things. Okay, I did a pretty decent job with those 2 pumps, y'all. I mean, I still see darkness on my cheeks. And I can still see my dark spots peeking through, but I feel like I did a pretty decent job. If your person doesn't have that issue, I feel like 2 pumps would be good for you to be high, medium coverage. But for me, it's just, you're like medium coverage and we want better. So I am unfortunately gonna have to do some more pumps, but I'm gonna let the battery die on us trying to do more pumps, and then I'll come back and put it on with you and see how it goes. I guess we can apply with a sponge the second time and see if that makes a difference. I feel like if anything the sponge will just absorb more because it's a liquid foundation, but you know, I guess we could still try it or whatever. I don't know. Even though I kind of don't want to, but I know everybody doesn't use a brush like I do when it comes to foundation, so I'm trying to keep that part in mind too. Oh wow. Color corrector all my creases here. Not to keep that on. Okay, but yeah, so this is what we look like with 2 pumps. Nah. See, you can still see the darkness on the cheek here. Still see the dark spot. Oh, actually, you can't see the dark spot by my face right here, but I feel like I can still see the dark spot on my cheeks right here and on this side. So, I'm gonna go ahead and take this a couple more pumps and see how this goes. Okay, y'all, so I just applied 2 more pumps to my face. I'm gonna go ahead and spread it out. I'm basically just trying to use the brush to like spread out the product on the face, and then we'll like blend it all in with the sponge the second go around. But I feel like trying to sit here and smear like get all of my face with the sponge, because you know time is something we're trying to be mindful of. The video that's going today is supposed to be hilarious. It's also some serious life update stuff in it too, so it's going to be the concealer. So the concealer we're using today, the Patrick Star One Size one, it's a video about that and my first impression of it, but I gave y'all a life update of everything that's been going on with me. Okay, so okay, I'm liking. Wait, what is that? Some. Oh, what is that? Seriously. I'll use the other side of sponge and it won't be there anymore. Okay, yeah, it was something on my sponge that made it look like the foundation was like bunching up and moving when I pushed down with the sponge, but it was just something that was attached to the sponge that was making it do that. Anyway, close y'all up. So this is the spot I was talking about that didn't cover it, so when I went in with the second 2 layers it covered it up better, but at first it was not giving me what I wanted. So now I'm gonna take this concealer and start concealing the eyes. And highlight the face. I really love the color of this. Like, it's a little more muted version of the Marc Jacobs one I really love as far as like the undertone goes, in my personal opinion, with the goldenness of it. Because y'all know I love tan. I think it's 330 I wear. I think it's a beautiful color. Brush and go ahead and just start getting all my concealer out. So is anybody interested in seeing like the reformulated version of Kylie's, the bronzer versus the original one I have? Because I was thinking about buying it and like comparing them to see if she did better than before. Because I know people talking about the shade range wasn't that great, and I'm like, the shade range wasn't great before, so she just came back with the same shade range in a different formula. So I'm like, I want to see if it's gonna be, you know, any better than it was originally, or if it's gonna be like the same. So if you want to, we can do that, and if you don't, that's fine too, because it's not like we don't have plenty of other bronzers to try out and plenty of other bronzing products that I'm sure will come out this year, since this is the year of like bronzing and contour products. But I am somewhat curious to see if it got better or if it was, you know, the same. I know the shade range is the same, but that doesn't mean the formulation of the product is the same. And I am not gonna front, I am somewhat curious to see. So that's what one coat of concealer is like, but y'all know I do two. I do an extra coat after I go in on the cheeks. So we're gonna go ahead for my second coat now, and then we're gonna use the Westman Atelier bronzer. Obviously, I have a cream contour I put underneath it because that is not our cream bronzer. Put underneath it because that bronzer is a joke for anybody that's my skin tone. I mean, a total absolute joke. I remember reviewing it like, you calling this rich? Where's this shade rich? Cause y'all, I really wanted to know where she thought that shade was rich. It wasn't rich anywhere around where, you know, I'm from, but you know. I guess rich and deep and all that, like Jackie was saying, is devised by certain people in certain ways. And clearly by her, it is not defined as anyone having any sort of melanin, because even though that, I thought that's what rich meant, so I'm confused, but okay. So we take my Cocoa Bite Stick. This is like original formula before they like reformulated and went like, what is it, vegan? Because I think they were just like cruelty free but not vegan or something like that. And then they changed, and you know, people didn't like the stuff as much. I was about to say, where's my brushes? No, but I was actually a good beauty guru, remember to bring them in here today. So bravo to me. Go ahead and blend it out while we let the concealer sit. I've never let this concealer sit for a long time, but this is on like my second day of trying it out, so we'll see how well this goes. I know I'm trying to make sure this is dark enough because like I know it's not going to be dark enough with the powder on its own. I was thinking about putting some around my forehead, but then I'm like, not really, because I don't normally do that as a general rule. Plus, I don't want to let this concealer sit for too long. I guess we could do a little bit up here, but I'm just not in the mood. We're not going to do that, okay? Take the foundation brush and try to scope along sides and blend it in a little bit better with what's going on in the face right now. Okay, yeah, like that. Now I'm going to blend out the concealer, and then I'll put on the powder bronzer on top. So what I do is I'll put my powder bronzer on top first while I'm putting on my setting powder for underneath my eye and whatnot. And then I'll go back and put it on again after I put all my setting powders in and let the products blend into my face and whatnot. So that's what we're gonna do. But I wanted to blend out this concealer first because like I said, since it's on my second time using it, I don't know how long it will like let you sit there. I gave all that information yesterday. I do remember it's supposed to be like, I believe it was waterproof. I don't think there's anything about being transfer proof though. But don't quote. Like I said, that review goes up today at 12 o'clock this Sunday. So, and look how nice this concealer looks. Like, look into my eyes. It looks blurred and smooth and wonderful. And it's going great with this foundation, so I'm happy about that. So let's take my little baby Westman Atelier bronzer. That's my bronzer brush. Yeah, so I get the little Westman Atelier bronzer. Focus. Yeah. And $75 for this thing. Y'all. Can you focus, please? Oh, well. Focus! There we go. So that's what it looks like. Go ahead and start trying to bronze up the skin with it. Now over this base, as you can see, it's doing a decent job, but honey, if I tried this on its own, I'd be looking crazy. We're gonna use Patrick's powder again. I used this yesterday underneath the eyes, so I figured I should use it again. Why not? It's here. We're here. Everyone's available. Now I don't have the new powder from his line when it comes from underneath the eye. That's why I showed you all the original OG one from MAC. But he has his own powder, and that's the one we're gonna put out over Fetch today with his foundation. So I still gotta go get gas out and then do a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm just over like, Lord Jesus. And this, since I started off late, it's like we're gonna run behind on schedule, which sucks because it means I get even less time with Adrian, and then I gotta go to work Monday night, and then Tuesday his dad's come to get him off. Of course, the dad will come get him on the 2 days I have off work. And my mom is going on administrative vacation to see my aunt for 2 weeks, so it's like I had to talk to my boss about my schedule for them because Adrian's gonna have to go to school. I think like the first day, one day before she's comes back. I'm gonna talk to her and see if I can get that Monday off, and then that Wednesday I need off because that'll be, you know, Adrian's birthday. And I try not to ever work on his birthday or like on my birthday because, you know, it's just the 2 days I like to take off from work. Like I said, we're gonna take this one size powder from Patrick, and yes, I do have the full size version of it. I just leave the full size at home and brought this travel size from my grandmother's house, so I do have a full size version of the powder. Don't worry, because Patrick, one thing Patrick can do is make me a powder. He can do all the complexion in the world for me because I feel like his base always looks nice and flawless. But sometimes I be wondering, like, people's base just look nice and flawless on camera, and then if you see them in person, you be like, oh no, oh. Cause sometimes I feel like my makeup be looking good on camera, but sometimes I be looking in person, I be like, God, look how huge my pores are. You know, like, God, my texture looks worse in person than it does on camera. So I'm like, I wonder, sometimes if that's how other people's makeup be looking too, and you just don't know it because you don't ever like meet them in person. It's genuinely something I'm always curious about. But I feel like the base looks really flawless and nice, and we're making it work to our advantage, so I am here for it. How about that? I'll do my spray. Okay. So now I'm gonna set my face the way I normally do in the backyard. Okay, so y'all know I like to spray my face with spray. Set the powder in. I'm gonna go off camera and do the rest of my face. I just want y'all to see what the general base looks like. I'm trying to remember this time to actually do the check-in. I was supposed to do a check-in yesterday, ran off and left, forgot to check in with y'all completely. And then I came back and you just saw like what my face looked like at the end of the day. So I'm trying to be better and actually check in. Now please keep in mind it's only gonna be like maybe 2 hours or an hour after we first put it on, but it will have at least warmed my face so you get like the true final look. Plus you get to see what eyeshadow palette I used to, you know, get this whole face done or whatever. So I will check in with y'all a little bit later, okay? Okay, girl. Okay, y'all, so I've returned after many hours of wear in my Socialite Sandy voice. This is what the foundation looks like. I think it looks amazing along with this concealer. I used the Laura Mercier primer today, and then I used the under eye brightener from Milani, and I think my face looks amazing. I'm looking in the camera, but you all just actually look, you know, in the mirror, because as usual, we know I just sit down and start filming. I didn't look. Again, I apologize for forgetting to check in before I left, but y'all, I be having a whole bunch of stuff to do, and I be focusing on that stuff instead of coming back and sitting in front of the camera once I get done with all the videos I need to make. So again, my apologies. But let's look at my face. Like I said, I think it looks amazing, and y'all did too, because I had got compliments on how nice my skin looked with the foundation, and I agree. I'm like, girl, yes. Find out here Valentino how doing something. The funny thing is, I wasn't even gonna buy this, y'all. If I remember correctly, I remember telling y'all that I didn't plan on buying this foundation. So the fact that I'm up here looking this nice and snatched and all that, I'm just like, okay. Again, remember, since I have to wear the mask across my face this whole time at work, since I haven't got my shot yet, if you all didn't know, I don't have my shot yet, but that's because Adriangameover can't get his yet. So mommy's gonna go and get hers when he gets his, and his birthday is toward the end of this month. So toward the end of this month, I actually be able to go get my shot. I already put in for my day off of work to be able to make sure that Adriangameover and I can go get them. So hopefully we'll be able to do that at the end of the month, and I can get him squared away, because he'll have to be at school for 2 days without having the shot, since his birthday is 2 days after school starts, which I'm a little concerned with. So just keep us in your prayers, please and thank you. Yeah, but this eyeliner lasted amazingly. Random side note, this eyeshadow still looks pretty dark and black after having put it on. If you all didn't know, this is the new Natasha Denona mini palette, and this is her new eyeliner. I do have the full size, but I used the sample size that I had already, so that's why I'm just showing you this. The full size is over there on the bed somewhere. Yeah, I like this foundation. I feel like it'll be better for me in the wintertime though, because I feel like I'm looking oily all up in here. But again, when you have to wear a mask for like almost 8 hours of the day, I think this foundation held up amazingly, all things considered. And I'm not gonna tell you try it out, sis, but if it comes to Sephora, you might want to grab it during the VIB sale in November, because it's looking real nice around the face. It looks like your skin, but better. All the work and preparation they claim they put into it, I feel like it definitely shows on my face. And remember, I wear the shade DN2 if anybody cares or is concerned and needs a shade match. For me, I'm wearing DN2. This I bought this from Nordstrom though. I didn't buy it from Valentino's website, and as far as I know, it's not coming to Sephora. I can't guarantee, I don't know, but like I said, I bought it from Nordstrom, and if it does come to Sephora, wait to the sale to get it. But I definitely think it'll be worth your money. Pay no attention to all the oiliness going on here, because it doesn't look nearly this oily in real life. But those are my thoughts. It's a beautiful formula. It looks like, now this is what I talk about when I say full coverage, your skin but better. This is the type of product I'm talking about. I'm not with the your skin but better move, but however, if it looks like my skin but better and gives me full coverage, then we can talk, we can have a moment, we can have a discussion. And with this one, I'll definitely talk and have a moment, have a discussion, because it's looking real nice. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Please pay no attention to my mane either, because since it's been like in the 90s, the humidity has touched my hair very disrespectfully, and I'm just like, yeah, no. But okay, see you later, girl. Bye. Be blessed.